This event is part of the New Jersey Theater Alliance 2021 Stages Festival, a statewide celebration of theater. The Stages Festival offers more than 80 free and low-cost theater events each spring in March, April, and May. Please check out all the great offerings in this year's festival at njtheateralliance.org/stages. Everyone, welcome to our Fireside Chats. I'm Sarah Rasmussen, the new Artistic Director at McCarter Theater Center on the beautiful campus of Princeton University. We are here by our fire pit today to spark conversation as we do with folks in our local community. And we're here today with Lucia Shen. Lucia is a senior at Petty School in Hightstown, New Jersey. She is a musician and aspiring writer with a really cool connection to McCarter Theater Center. Welcome, Lucia. We're so glad you're here.
Thanks.
Thanks for joining us. So I know you're really passionate about telling stories and aspire some to writing or working with writers in the future. What kind of stories are you interested in telling? What sparks your interest?
Like all kinds of stories, really. I recently took a children's literature workshop last year, and I thought that was really amazing. And then also I'm sort of just all over the place, like journalism, and I've written a novel. It's like unedited, but the words are all there.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm a connoisseur of children's literature because I have a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old. Did you have any favorite children's books that you encountered in your class?
Yeah.
What were some favorites?
Well, we actually read and we analyzed Harold's Purple Crayon.
Harold and the Purple Crayon, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We really went deep into that one. And then also just like outside of class, I guess, I'm a big fan of Neil Gaiman.
Yes.
Yeah, all of his slightly like older kids books. Yeah.
That's great. Can I ask what your novel is about?
Yeah, sure. It was about, I wanted to write something about the fall of the Roman Empire.
Wow.
Sort of like the years leading up to the decline, and sort of just to have characters in there and see how it worked out.
That's amazing. That's amazing. You've also done some nonfiction journalism writing, as you spoke about, and I read the piece that you wrote for The Spectrum about a wrongful conviction. It was incredibly powerful. Can you talk a little bit about how that piece came to be and what interested you about that story?
Well, so I was part of this workshop over the summer called the NYU Urban Journalism Workshop, and they basically threw us headfirst into, backpack journalism, but of course it wasn't really backpack journalism because of COVID.
Okay, wait, what's backpack journalism for those of us who new to
well,
this?
I guess it's sort of just like going out into the neighborhood, going out into the city, and, just trying to find a story and finding like what's going on, what's interesting, what do people need to know about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we would have been in New York, but, there's coronavirus. So then I was at home, and then I had to find something within Princeton to sort of report about. And I found this little organization called Centurion. Mm-hmm. And they're like so small, but they help so many people. And, they're specifically like wrongfully imprisoned people, mm-hmm. like in legal means and, the time after they get
That's amazing.
released, yeah.
That's amazing. It's a really, really incredible, inspiring story. We should put the link in when this video comes out. But that was incredible to read. Let's talk about your connection to McCarter. So you came to see a show in the McCarter LAB here, and then reached out to us, I understand, to make a connection and learn more about it. Can you talk about what that project was and what interested you, how you made connection?
Yeah, POTUS, I think it was called, and it was like the reading, and I was just struck by how untraditional it was, I guess. I mean, it was a farce, so, there were some moments that were risque.
Yeah.
And I was there with my dad, so that was fun. But yeah, I just really appreciated the writing, and the playwright was there, and so
Wonderful.
I got to talk to her afterwards.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Does playwriting ever interest you as a form to write in?
Yeah, I mean, I recently wrote a monologue in my creative writing workshop class, which, isn't the same as writing an entire play, but it certainly, sparked my interest in it, and I just think it's, such a different medium than, regular prose
Yes.
and, novel writing and stuff.
Yeah. What kind of stories do you hope to see from a theater like this as we come back in a new chapter? What kind of stories do you feel like would be interesting to you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always excited by things that are, pushing the boundaries of their own genres.
Yes.
Like I guess, POTUS, it was, it took risks, and it sort of tackled an issue head on, and it tackled it without any hesitation.
That's great. So more risky stories that bridge different genres. That's exciting.
And stories that sort of give voice to, a broader range of people and experiences. That's always good to move towards and move forward.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree with that. So I'm new to town here. What should I know about in Princeton? Either favorite things to do in these socially distant times or things that you're really looking forward to coming back to. Do you have favorite aspects of Princeton that you'd want a new person to know about?
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely recommend checking out the Cloak and Dagger bookstore.
Okay.
I worked there as an assistant a few years back, I think, and it's a really small, homey kind of bookstore. It's got a bunch of mystery books.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool spot. And then, of course, there's all the ice cream and frozen yogurt places. Highly recommend.
There's a lot of good ice cream.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming over this afternoon. It's great to get to know you in person a little bit, and I look forward to reading more things that you write, and hope to create shows here in the future to bring you to and talk about.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yes.